what's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here with Marty Music. Going to break down 10 amazing guitar riffs that you can play as a beginner. The intro, I was just kind of playing around more of the original ways they're played, but I'm going to show you super beginner ways to play all 10 of these classic riffs right now, but then also show you the way they're really played, and it'll, I think, help you learn. So this one's for the beginners, but it's a great set of classic riffs. Also, I've got a bunch of free resources, free courses, a free chord and scale book with arpeggios, triads in it. So check the link down there. It's all free. I also have a free power chords course as well, all at martymusic.com. So be sure to get those free resources. In the meantime, let's rock right now. Here we go. All right, I'm going to show you super easy beginner ways to play these 10 riffs, but then also show you the way that they're really played. So the first one is Smoke on the Water, and there's kind of this classic beginner guitar version of it that's not actually in the right key or anything. You don't have to worry about that, but it's just to get you going on the guitar. And so when I say O, I mean the open string. So we have this E string here. O, 3rd fret, 1, 2, 3, O, 3, 5, O, 3, 6, 5, O, 3, 5, 3, O. One more time. O, 3, 5, O, 3, 6, 5, O, 3, 5, 3, O. Now, the original song does not start with the open E, so that would mean it's in the key of E. It's actually in the key of G and starts with a G root, but it's using these type of power chord that we are calling fourths. Now, if you were to add the root, another way you might see it. All right, another one bites the dust. This is actually what the bass player is playing, but it's very similar to the one before with the O and the 3 and the 5. As you progress, you can use more than one finger for efficiency, but to begin with, another one bites the dust. O, 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 3, O, 5. One more time. O, 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 3, O, 5. And then you can add 5, 3, O. So that would be the more guitar part. What we're doing is the bass, but it's another one that you can add to the mix, and it's so similar to the Smoke on the Water riff that you can just add it to things that you know right away. All right, now we got a little AC/DC for you, and this is TNT. And as a beginner, once again, we've got O, 3, and 5. O, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, O, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, O. If you use your index and 3rd finger, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, O, 3, 5, 3, 3, 5, 3, O. And the chorus, 5, 3, O, 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 5, 3, O, 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 5, 3, O, 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 5, 3, O, then 5. Now, when you play the open E string, if you add the 2nd fret A string, the adjacent string, and you play both notes, you get what's called an E5 chord or an E power chord. Now, if I scoot it over and I hit the open A string and the adjacent 2nd fret, I'm going to play those two notes. That's an A5. And so that's actually how we would really play it. we'd play the E5 and then this 3rd fret E to the A5. That 3rd fret E is a G note. G, A, G, E, G, A, G, A, G, E. Next is a classic Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. It's very similar to TNT. You'll confuse them actually. O, 3, O, 5, O, and then we're going to go all the way up to 10. 10, O, O, 3, O, 5, O, 10, O, 10, E. And when you turn those into power chords, and so the open E, 2nd fret A is an E5. But if you put your middle finger on the 3rd fret E and it mutes the A string, so I'm not pressing down, I'm just letting it touch the A string so it doesn't ring out. And then that next open string's the D. That's a G5 chord. And then if I hit the open D and the 2nd fret G, if for extra credit, you can put a finger on the 3rd fret B. And that's a D5. So you can go E, G, E, A, E, D, E. All 5 chords are power chords. Next is Smells Like Teen Spirit. And I'm going to show you a super beginner way. It's not the way they're really playing it, but this is to get you learning guitar and having fun right away. It's an F, which is the 1st fret E. And we're going to go all the way up to the 6th fret. Then down to the 4th fret. And then up to the 9th fret. And the dots, also these inlays here, are the same as the dots that run along here. They're like markers to help you start to memorize where certain notes go and songs go. So 1, 1, 1, 6, 6, 4, 4, 4, 9, 9, 1, 1, 1, 6, 6, 4, 4, 4, 9, 9. Now check this out. That 6th fret on the E is the exact same note where it's the 1st fret on the A. And then also the 9th fret on the E is the same as the 4th fret on the A. So when you put them together where you're using bow strings, you'd see this. 1, 1, 1, and then 1 on the adjacent string. And then up to the 4th fret, and then that adjacent. Now we can turn those into 5 chords or power chords. So if I hit the 1st fret on the E, I go up a whole step to the 3rd fret on the A. Scoot it over. And one of the more intricate things when you're learning these chords is that you're actually muting other strings that you don't want to ring out. So my index finger right now, it's not leaving open space. It's actually touching but not pressing down to help mute those strings. Now another type of 5 chord is where you add your pinky up top. So this would be 1st fret, 3rd fret, 3rd fret. The rest are muted. And also if I relax the whole thing, I get that muted sound. Now if I play those single notes, that's the bass line. And if I play the first fret on the B and high E, do-do-do-do-do-do, and then just simply all right, now Seven Nation Army is actually, it's a bass line. So if you're like in a band covering the song, the bass player would play this, although there's arguments that he's doing it on guitar. So when you do it on guitar, you can have a special guitar with the lower strings, or you could be using an octave pedal to make it an octave lower like a bass. So it's all just kind of like semantics really, because ultimately it is a bass line, but we can play it on guitar, and it's also going to be the guitar part can be right here. So 12 all the way up to 15, back to 12. So 12, 12, 15, 12, 10, 8, 7, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Turn them into power chords. Now that note is an E, an octave up from the open E. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E again. Now I can find that same note on the A string. A, B, C, D, E. Same note, so I could play those same power chords right here starting on the 7th fret A string. All right, so this riff, Iron Man by Black Sabbath, this is a riff, a beginner riff that I was seeing friends play when I was a kid. This was kind of like the ultimate beginner riff before Smells Like Teen Spirit was even a song, before Nirvana was even a band. You know, I would imagine Kurt Cobain actually learned this riff when he was learning guitar even. We're going to start on the 7th fret. 7, 10, 10, 12, 12. So 7, 10, 10, 12, 12. And then we're going to go up to 15. 15, 14, 15, 14, 15, 14. So 3 times on that 15 to 14. And then I slide it back to the 10th fret. 10, 10, 12, 12. So 7, 10, 10, 12, 12. 15, 14, 15, 14, 15, 14, 10, 10, 12, 12. You could slide that. Now, if I turn them to power chords, I would still probably do single notes on the 15 to the 14. I'll do a power chord with just 2 fingers. So 7 and 9 on the E and A respectively. right, so Brain Stew is one of the easiest beginner songs you can play. The only weird thing is that their guitar on the recording is tuned down a half step. So instead of E, A, and D, it's E flat, A flat, D flat, also known as D sharp, G sharp, C sharp. And I'm going to keep it in standard tuning, and these are the frets he would play, but in his tuning, it'll sound 1 fret lower. Don't worry about that. This is for fun, and we're just learning a bunch of 10 classic riffs right now. So we're going to start on the 5th fret, then the 3rd fret, then the 2nd fret, then the 1st fret, and then open. So 5-5, 3-3, 2-2, 1-1, 0-0, 5-5, 3-3, 2-2, 1-1, 0-0. Power chords. All right, the final riff, one of my favorite songs, Black Sabbath again, and it's War Pigs. So I'm going to show you the main riff. So we're going to do the single finger, single note on the E string. It's going to be 10, 12. So 10, 12, and then we're going to go up to 15, which is a dot. 1 dot past the double dots, which would be right there on the 12th fret. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 12, 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 12. Turn them into power chords, a 2-finger power chord, so 10 and 12. And so, like the intro, for instance, can be power chords. Ka, boo, boo, ka. So it's just a 12 down to 10. And then the next part. Just like that. It's a lot more parts than that. All right, I hope you guys dug that. Also, don't forget, I've got some free courses at martymusic.com, including a free power chords course that you can check out, a free chord and scale book with triads and arpeggios and all the chords, all the scales you need for your foundation of playing guitar. It's all free, so get that in the link down there. Thank you for the continued support. Hope to see you guys again. Take care.